Previously on Onboard Lifestyle. The crew leaves San Evaristo and has a perfect spinnaker run north to Bahia, Agua Verde.
Nice to throw a splash of color out here.
My mom makes another awesome meal underway. We invite a few other cruisers to join us on an epic hike to the Cochimi cave paintings.
This amazing cave.
And we enjoy this beautiful anchorage with the wonderful people of Bahia, Agua Verde.
The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea, cannot take this anymore.
Last run into town.
Into town.
Into town, so we can drop off.
There's the town.
Yep. No, we're gonna drop off a little garbage and
Pick up a
pick
couple
up
supplies.
some. Yeah, pick up some eggs, and then we are all set to the next stop. Let's go. I like this place, but the water is a little murky lately.
It's silty.
Yeah, which is really odd, but it'll be fun to see the next spot.
Let's go pick up some
No, jump.
I don't want to jump. By the way, it's a scorcher. The cabin is already 85 and it's only 9 o'clock already.
Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock now.
Summer is officially here, you guys.
Okay, we're on Main Street.
There's a fork in the road though.
Yeah.
Go.
Here's the key. Don't go this way. Go this way. And believe it or not, we're almost to the tienda.
Okay, we're ready. Got some fresh cheese, got some fruit, got my chilies. Emma has decided to take us out of Agua Verde, and we are heading to our next stop, which is Candelaros. So we're going to go between the solitaire rock and the point. How's it looking, Ems?
It's supposed to be 2,000 RPMs, right?
Yep. Watch where you're going though. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just start arcing through here now. Start turning. Just really slow. Just kind of bring it so we start. Watch your depth. Okay, Emma, pay attention right here. I want you to draw a run line on the chart plotter directly between Punta Pascal and Roca Solitaria. It's about 140 feet deep. You stay on that run line and you'll be solid. Just stay on the run line.
Okay, I'll try and hit those.
Yeah. I want you to kind of run right over the top of that one and then go right for that one. Okay? So to do this, look at, you kind of have to come out here a little bit
I know.
and then line up with them.
I'll turn.
Because then what you do, watch this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a trick. We're gonna say go to. Now watch. If you keep going, when that line hits that, you turn.
Don't worry, I got this.
Not much wind today. Just stagnant. Luckily, we're so close between anchorages. This is actually an anchorage right here. Candelaros, Chico. We wanted to go in there, but I just saw there's another boat in there. There's only room for one boat. So we're going to be hooking around to the larger bay around the corner here. Got to go through a couple of small islets on the way, which will be beautiful scenery. But man, I'm going to have to come back to this place. It just looks stunning. You can't even see the anchorage right now. This big rock right here, you enter it right behind here, and it tucks way back in there. Just a sliver of an anchorage. But man, it looks gorgeous.
Today's leg from Agua Verde to Bahia Candelaros was a short 18.2 nautical mile trip. The winds were slack for most of the day, but on our final approach, piped up just enough for Basic to sail the last few miles into the anchorage.
So we've tucked into Bahia Candelaros. They call it the candlesticks because of the three islets out here. They rise up like candlesticks at certain angles. We're just here for the night. We're pushing our way towards Loreto. We'll probably stop one more time just north of Escondido tomorrow night, so we could hit Loreto first thing the next morning. We want to do a little provisioning, and it's a roadstead anchorage, so we'll hit it early in the morning. Lynn will go to shore, I'll stay with the boat. She'll grab some fresh produce and whatever she needs. She has her list. And we'll head out into the islands. There's just so many options out here. We could spend the next month just exploring all these islands. And that's what we'll do. So she'll provision heavily, I hope. Oh, wind is just calm and nice. And it's a great little anchorage. We've got 10 other boats, all cruising boats, all around us, anchored. Lynn's down cooking dinner, and we'll just settle into a nice evening here. Tomorrow morning we'll make some water before we leave, do a little laundry probably, because it's only 10 miles. Sounds like they're having some fun over there. It's about 10 miles to Escondido, and then we'll probably do that around noon tomorrow. Hopefully we have a little wind, and we'll anchor in a new anchorage that I haven't been in before, so it's kind of exciting. Then off to Loreto the next morning, early the next morning. Okay, let's wind down and we'll hit it hard tomorrow. Trying to take advantage of the last little bit of wind. It was blustery all night. It blew 15 to 20 all night. The anchorage is okay, a little lumpy, but we slept well. We're gonna use this power to get a little bit closer to Loreto. Looks like the wind speeds will be picking up a little bit higher tonight, probably 15 to 25. So we're gonna try a new anchorage. There's so many around here. There's 50 anchorages within 20 miles. So we're just jumping around. Got a nice breeze right now. We sailed off the hook over here, leaving Candelaros, and we're doing about 6 knots right now. What's our speed? 6.4 knots. How do you like sailing off the anchor?
I love it. Are you kidding me? But the wind, we should have started earlier because the wind was stiffer.
I know. We're doing okay.
I found my way, my way, my way, on my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, on my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way.
Okay, just like we thought. The wind died down to nothing. But that's okay, it's gonna pick up again tonight. A little bit steeper. We'll be in a good spot. We just gotta round past this island right here. There's a reef that extends out a quarter mile. We'll dive back into Chuenque Bay, and it's a little town, Huncalito, right over here. We'll tuck back in over here because the winds are gonna be out of the southwest again tonight. A little stiff, so we'll be in a good place. Then tomorrow morning, we'll head out north to Loreto, do some provisioning before we head over to Isla Coronado off here in the distance. We're passing Isla Carmen right now, but no worries, we're gonna spend some time on that island and circumnavigate that and hit all the anchorages. But for now, we need to make water, so we're gonna tuck in here, get the water maker going, to settle in for the day.
My way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way.
The next morning, we left bright and early, and the wind forecast for this region never showed up. So we made the scenic 11.2 nautical mile leg under power. It was just a quick in and out at Loreto for provisions because this roadstead anchorage does not have any protection from north, east, or south winds. By the time we returned to basic, the winds had built out of the north, so we adjusted our float plan and diverted to Bahia on Isla Carmen. We took advantage of the short-lived north wind and sailed directly at our waypoint we placed in the bay. As usual on the Sea of Cortez, the wind could not make up its mind, and on our approach, our speed over ground inched its way to 0. The anchorage is hard to see until you're almost there, as the entrance itself blends perfectly with the backdrop. We set the Rockna in 3 fathoms, along with half a dozen other cruisers that decided to call this their home for the night.
Well, is it hot enough for you here?
It's hot.
So,
And I don't mind that it's hot. It's the fact that we can't go outside.
well, let me tell the story why we can't go outside. We left our beautiful anchorage this morning, went to Loreto to provision. You got all your provisions that you needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's, I guess, why we're having hamburgers tonight.
Except it's the wrong day. It's the wrong day. Absolutely the wrong day to make burgers.
Here's why. We ran from the anchorage to Loreto was about 10 miles. We provisioned, and then we about another 10 and a half miles to Bahia on Isla Carmen. But as soon as we get here, the bees, they smell us. They smell the fresh water on board. You can hear the humming. We had to move our plants out here. Just listen to this. We're not alone. We've got 4 boats in the anchorage today, and everybody's being swarmed. So our visit here is going to be short-lived. These pesky little guys, I know they need water, but we don't need them. So we'll probably hightail it out of here in the morning. Okay. I am so glad we have screens today.
We now have a bee infestation.
They smell the fresh water. We just took showers, and Compass wants to eat them.
As the sun started to set, all the bees returned back to the island. It felt good to open up all the hatches to cool Basic down, just in time for a late dinner and a comfortable evening. Unfortunately, we knew that this comfort would be short-lived because the bees will be returning in force with the morning dew.
Okay, sun's just up. Just looks beautiful. Nice, calm night again at anchor. Love to stay here longer, but we gotta go. The bees this year are just awful. That's what buzzes my head. I don't see many in the background. I can hear this constant hum. Anytime you put any water out, they just swarm in. So it's time to go. We watered our plants yesterday. Oh yeah, they could smell it. Ooh, let me get out of there. Got 500 bees right there alone. We haven't been stung yet. They're not aggressive, but they're just annoying. Got to keep everything, locked up, closed up, screens in, and they kind of barricade you in your boat for half the day. So we're gonna drift over. Got a nice morning breeze right now, so we're gonna drift over to Isla Coronado. Gonna leave here in about 5 minutes. Should be, just a nice downwind sail. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It looks pretty stagnant out there. We'll get going and get the sails up. Try to make it. But anything like all the other days, it dies off here in about an hour. It's about a 2-hour trip. We'll see.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. A special thanks goes out to our patrons, whose support makes these videos possible. Join our crew if you can. The last 4 stops were all short-lived one-night anchorages, so the crew is excited for Isla Coronado, where we plan on taking our time to relax and explore. Come back next week for that interesting episode. See you then!